Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Jake Friel, Kyle Meager, Ralph Del Vecchio on the ones and twos as always. Got a jam-packed show for you today. Going to be going over some Week 1 games, top performers from Week 1. Going to be giving our review of the Eagles versus Redskins game. Got our preview as well for tomorrow night's primetime game against the Atlanta Falcons, and also giving our locks and winners and losers for Week 2. First of all, boys, how we doing?
What's up, Jake? What's up, Ralph?
I'm good. Before we get into it, we are brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy, Dr. Paul Vidal. And also, we are brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountants, making mirrors, located at 301 Oxford Valley Road in Yardley, PA.
Absolutely. Another Saturday. I'm back after
Saturday.
2 weeks.
Yeah, right? Long
go.
time no see.
Yeah, the Birds season has officially begun.
Mm-hmm.
We're locked and ready to go. How you guys feeling about last week as we preview this week upcoming?
Well, honestly, and as we talked about before the show, I work at the link. I work technically for the Eagles. They write my paycheck. So,
oh, sure, yeah.
So, first half, it wasn't really promising. I expected us to have a slow start,
Mm-hmm.
which was expected. And then as soon as we got into the second half, I expected, because Doug's famously known for making second half adjustments and that whole thing. And lo and behold, made our second half adjustments. Deshaun Jackson had his coming out party, which was a nice surprise.
It's a pretty nice one, right?
Oh, yeah. And with that, obviously, without him, we don't win that game.
Absolutely not.
And after the first touchdown with Deshaun Jackson, the place just went. The roof blew off the link. It
was a good thing it happened because it was a really embarrassing start to the season.
Oh, absolutely.
I was watching that Chickies and Pete's, and I thought there was going to be a fight right behind me because it was just so brutal. Everyone was so drunk. The tailgates were lit.
Right.
And that's not how you want to start a season. And going into Atlanta tomorrow, I'm actually a little bit worried because our secondary looks like a pile of horse shit. So, I mean, I'm just a little bit worried about tomorrow's game, but we want your guys' opinions out there, how you think the game's going to go down. Me, personally, I'm kind of pessimistic because we're going into Atlanta, where we haven't won since 2009. Doug is 1-8 in dome games. It could suck, but guess what? We're going to be at Pinsetters tomorrow. Make sure you show up. A2D is going to be there, and it's going to be a great time.
7 to 11, baby.
7 to 11. We're going to be having raffles going on. I know we're giving out a cornhole set, and I believe we're giving away Eagles tickets as well.
Absolutely.
And also we're also going to be.
And I better win the Eagles tickets or it's rigged.
Yeah.
We're also going to be giving out some A2D merch, so be sure to stop by. Come see your favorite A2D personalities.
Lots and lots of food, too. So
lots and lots of food.
If you're going to show up and expect food, well, you're not going to be disappointed. It's going to be a
no.
great time tomorrow. I'll be there. I don't know how much that pleases people, but yes, I will be there. I'll be live in the flesh. So
people talking shit to Kyle.
Yeah, it'll be okay. Listen, I want to meet everybody. I haven't met everyone here since I've joined, so it's going to be a great time.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Me and Tom will probably have an argument or two, but it'll be cool.
It's all about content.
Absolutely,
it's all about content.
Yep. That game. Imagine how great that game is going to be with everybody in the room. Oh,
it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be phenomenal.
And then you're going to have Brad in the background being like, "Oh well, if this was the Giants,
yeah,
well."
Now he's going to be like, "Well, it doesn't matter because the Eagles only have one Super Bowl." Yeah, we have. He's like, "I've seen 4 in my life. How many have you seen?" I'll be like, "Oh, bitch, 2 years ago." Dumpster fire of a fucking organization.
That also leads to our Scanzano Sports poll question. Eagles will beat the Falcons by 10. Agree or disagree?
No, they're not going to beat them by 10. I don't even think they're going to win, honestly. But you know what? I'm not here to rain on your parades, all right? I'm just here to call it how it is. I personally see the Eagles losing this game by a score of 31-28. I think it's a bit of a shootout. I think Carson balls out again. I think he finds Deshaun Jackson for a touchdown, and I think he actually finds Ertz for 9 times this game.
Okay.
I think he's going to over-target him. And I don't think the offense is going to be a problem. With that being said, I think our defense sucks.
Okay.
So us going into that dome, Matt Ryan had a really bad game last week against the Minnesota Vikings. I think he's going to ball out. He's going to find Julio Jones a lot because we don't have a cornerback that can cover him.
Right.
So he's going to ball out a lot. Julio Jones is going to have like 200 receiving yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have 2 touchdowns, and Matt Ryan's going to have over 500 yards passing. That's going to suck. So at the end of the day, we're just going to give them the win. We're going to move on to the Detroit Lions. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it does suck.
Originally, I did have this as a loss, but kind of just looking at the lay of the land as it is right now, how they looked at against the Falcons, or against the Minnesota Vikings, excuse me. How they look against the Minnesota Vikings, they look putrid. They allowed, I think it was 178 yards.
Bad.
Matt Ryan looked awful. The offensive line looked awful.
Yep.
And that, I think, is the big X factor for the Eagles to win because the Atlanta Falcons right now, I think they have 2 injured starting linemen.
Yep.
So I think that could be a big X factor, get pressure. Obviously, it hurts a little bit because we lost Malik Jackson, but also we have a hungry Tim Jernigan stepping up. So I think that's a big help.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
another thing. I was never that sold on Malik Jackson. He's a below average run stopper.
I mean, I liked Malik. I liked the signing. Was I in love with it? No.
No.
Because the best year he had was 8 sacks, and that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's
so.
it. Yeah. He was with Jacksonville. He was overshadowed by that great secondary.
And then he was benched last year. So
Yeah,
I
wasn't that great of a pickup, honestly.
I didn't think it was great.
No, at all. A lot of people were like, "Oh, that's such a good pickup." No,
Eh.
you're gonna have good pickups. You're gonna have bad pickups. That was a pickup that was kind of right in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
you could do without it. You know, we have Timmy Jernigan back, who is a better player. I hate to break it to you, he's a better player, and hopefully we're a little bit better now.
Okay.
So.
No, and I think I agree with that too. But I think the Falcons are going to be focusing a lot as far as like their defensive scheme. I think they're going to be focusing a lot on Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to try and double cover him.
Which won't work.
Well, it won't work, but at the same time, it just opens up the field for everyone else. So that's why I expect the running backs and the tight ends to have a monster game this week.
Absolutely. You know, I'm actually excited for tomorrow. You're getting my heart pumping.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm ready to go. You know,
That's what it's all about.
Hey, at the end of the night, I'm gonna be flying down the bowling lane myself. You know, fuck the bowl. Fuck the ball. I'll be going after the pins myself.
Yeah, so if you guys want to do some bowling with us, that'll cost you a little extra money. But
I ain't bowling.
Yeah.
The game's on. I ain't bowling.
Oh, if the game's on, yeah, I'm not bowling.
Once the game's on, the bowl's got to stop. Like, there's no more bowling.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear it.
Turn the TV up. We're good to go.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't even think there's gonna be sound. That's the thing. That's the thing I want to check. I don't know if there's gonna
There
be
better
sound.
be goddamn sound.
I don't think there will be. Hey, at least I'll have TVs. That's good enough. I
No,
guess.
I think they'll have volume.
Yeah.
If not, I can guarantee you, Tom will
We riot.
Tom, turn the volume up. You'll just hear Tom in the background. Turn the volume
You'll
up.
just hear me be like, "What the fuck?"
Turn the volume up.
There'll be kids.
Let's go.
Yeah. Birthday party's next to us. Sir, can you
forgot.
calm it down?
Yeah, right.
He throws a birthday party at 8:30 at night.
Don't you guys get school tomorrow?
It is also Tom Arnone's birthday today.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy 50th birthday to Tommy.
To the Godfather.
Nice
The
one. Yeah.
Godfather himself.
Yeah.
Best voice in the business.
I'm surprised Tommy hasn't gotten a cat yet, so you can sit down in the chair and start petting it like Dr. Evil.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
God.
love it. But over on YouTube, Tyrone Dixon says he's been here for 2 hours in the chat. He's
Holy
been waiting for 2
shit.
hours.
Wow.
Dedication.
Wow. I appreciate
He also
that.
says that I'm so glad Deshaun Jackson is back,
Mhm.
which
Oh,
is
we all
nice.
are.
Deshaun is a nice luxury to have now.
Absolutely.
David Roska, obviously, he says all about the Rams.
Okay.
Tyrone has the Eagles winning 31-28.
Wow. Okay.
I said 31-28 too. So we're,
Okay.
But I said on the other side.
On the other
I
side,
I
yeah.
said Atlanta.
Okay.
And then Tyrone said it was his birthday yesterday, so
Happy birthday, Tyrone.
Was
Happy
it belated,
belated.
right?
Yeah, happy
Yep.
belated.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bryce Brackwell says, "What's up, guys?"
What's up,
What
Bryce?
up, Bryce?
How you doing?
Brodo chimed in. He said 31-24 Eagles lose. We
Yeah,
will win.
that's about
We
right.
will then win with the next 2 games. He had this as a loss before the season. I also had this as a loss too.
Yeah.
So for the
Yeah,
poll
it wasn't
question-
looking good on the schedule at all.
The poll question is, will the Eagles beat the Falcons by 10? I'm going to disagree with that. I just, like I said this before, I mean, we made Case Keenum in that first half look like John Elway. I mean,
Yeah.
the dude came
Yeah.
out. He started the game 8 for 8, 112 yards.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't stop a nosebleed. We couldn't even stop dudes that we didn't even know yet.
Yeah.
Undrafted guys who were just hammering us. I just don't see what corner can stop Julio and Calvin and Mohamed Sanu. And then
Right.
you also tag along with Austin Hooper as well, who's coming along as a nice tight end.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what corner we have that can contain Julio and Calvin.
Maybe.
I mean, if no name guys are dicing you up, I What's in store for
Well,
Sunday night? You know what I
don't forget
mean?
about Mohamed Sanu too. Mohamed Sanu's another nice piece.
all reliable, bro.
Yeah, and he can still play.
Yeah.
Austin Hooper.
Yeah.
Austin Hooper's good.
Yeah.
Austin Hooper's real
It's going to
good.
be a problem. They have Devontae Freeman, who will be keying in on with our run stop, and that shouldn't be a problem.
No.
But the secondary just worries me, especially in a dome in the perfect weather conditions. It's just, I don't know. It's a weird game to predict,
Mhm.
but at the same time, it just feels like a loss. But even if we do lose, I'll still be mad somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like I'm predicting that I'm seeing the future, but when the future becomes true,
Right.
I want to break something.
Mhm.
So
No, I hear you.
it's just one of those things.
Well, I think the big thing also is with the noise enhancement because the sound won't escape the dome, so you
Yeah.
have the fans just going nuts.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And we already know how we play in domes. Like Kyle said, we're 1-8 since 2011. Which
Yeah,
is
but we won the what do you call it?
atrocious.
We won the big game in the Super
Oh,
Bowl,
my
so
God.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we'll count that, I guess, but I mean,
Just saying.
Okay, 2-8. There
yeah,
you go.
there you go.
2-8. Is that better for you, Jake?
Yeah.
It helps a
It
lot.
was it was neutral territory. It's not
little
like we went into an opposing.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Brodo said, Ralph, you better bowl before the game. I ain't bowling shit. I told you what I'm going to do tomorrow, right? I get there, I'm going to order food. I'm going to get my food, and I'm sitting down. Don't bother me when I'm eating. When the game's on, don't bother me when the game's on either.
I'm gonna bowl some drinks down. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, right. Well, you're getting down there early.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'll be there at like 4.
Okay.
I like watching all the games. I don't like just watching my game.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, I'll be tuned in 1 o'clock. I hope week 2, there's really not that much really good 1 o'clock games. The only one that really intrigues me is the Rams and Saints game at 4 o'clock.
yeah.
It's the only one that really gets me going.
And
Except for and
we'll probably be on the road by the
yeah,
time that game starts.
Yep. Brodo still has to text me what time he wants us to pick us up because
Come on, Rye.
God forbid Ryan needs a chauffeur. So. We should just pull up in a limo. You want to get a limo for tomorrow?
I'm totally down for it.
Get a party bus.
There's Hummer limos with the underglow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Be like, who's in this limo? Just 3 of us walk
Yeah.
out. Be like, there's no one else in there. No.
Have like a fog machine come out.
two strippers walk out.
I love it.
Just have an announcer. Just introduce us as we walk out.
Mile High 6
Bruce
says, I'm a
Buffer.
Broncos fan. How did the Eagles make Case Keenum look good? Well, go look at
Well,
the
I
first
get-
half highlights.
well, I
Yeah,
get-
right.
And you'll know.
Wait, what was this question?
I'm a Broncos fan. How did the Eagles make Case Keenum look good? Because last year Case Keenum played for Denver last
Right.
year. yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Well-
just watch the first half highlights.
Well, who asked that?
Mile High. He's a Broncos
Mile
fan.
High. The reason why Case Keenum looked
I
like
think he's a Broncos
looked like a Hall of Famer against us is for one of 2 reasons. Number one, he lost to us in the NFC championship game. Don't think that he didn't have that game marked down on the schedule. All right, it's the first game of the year. He wanted to prove something. He's their new starter. It's a divisional rival, and we kicked his ass in the NFC championship game.
Right.
So for him to come out swinging like that, he got all the time in the world. Everyone's telling me about Donald Penn and Eric Flowers. Well, guess what? No one got past them. So
Yeah, that first half, that defensive
That was
line,
bad.
man. Yeah, it was
That
bad.
was bad.
people were saying 38-10 all week, and I was like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's and I was telling people too. I mean, like it's a divisional game. But however, a team might be. It's still a divisional game. However, the team might be 2-14 coming into your place. It's still a divisional game. It's still going to be tough. They're going to give everything that you got.
Yeah.
But Tyrone says, I'm going to be with you all on the stream. Eagles and Falcons game tomorrow. By the way, it starts at 8:20.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. And then he also says there's no 1 p.m. game. When I say there is 1 p.m. games. It's just that there's no good ones.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, there's no big ones.
What's
like
the biggest? I know the Giants
Yeah,
and Bills
look
play.
up the games for tomorrow.
All right, I got you.
Giants and Bills play.
Yeah, that
That should be a good one.
Yeah, trash bowl.
I was thinking about starting Cole Beasley tomorrow for fantasy.
I'm starting them in mine.
Are you?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad one. But it's always good when football season's back. It's week 2 already, and I'm ready to go. I really
Yeah.
am.
Bryce says, when does the limo leave?
I don't know, Ryan. You have golf tomorrow?
I think he does.
Oh, well.
Isn't
So
this isn't this
all the
supposed to
1
work?
o'clock games, you have the Cardinals, Ravens,
Okay.
49ers, Bengals, Chargers, Lions.
Bengals.
There's another one. Vikings, Packers at 1.
That should be good.
Yeah. Jaguars, Texans. Then you have the Patriots and Dolphins, who the Patriots might score 80.
Yeah.
Bills and Giants, Seahawks, Steelers, Colts, Titans, and then the last one is the Cowboys and the Redskins.
I got a hot take for you guys. The Dolphins will cover that point spread tomorrow.
You think so?
Yeah. It's 18 points. It's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win, but they'll cover that point spread.
Yeah, but again, you look at the history of the Patriots, for whatever reason in that stadium, they just don't perform well.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't know what it is.
18 points is a lot. And they
Yeah.
still have Fitzpatrick, don't they?
They have Fitzpatrick.
Yes, they
and
do.
They have.
Yeah. He'll be
what's it-
shadowing.
Josh Rosen
He'll
came
be
in.
shadowing
Yeah.
AB all day. So
Oh yeah.
you know.
Bill Middlebrook on Facebook said, Vikings D is great, and that was part of the reason the Falcons only scored 12 points. That being said, the biggest part was the time of possession. Cook put up career numbers. We just need to run, clock it, win the old-fashioned way. This is Howard's week. Two tight end sets with a lot of running.
Yep.
Let's
I
go
completely
2-0.
agree. No, I completely agree.
Yeah, guess what? That's if Doug Peterson shies away from Sproles, which I don't think he will.
I think he will.
You want to know why? Because he has the biggest hard-on for Darren Sproles ever. He loves this guy so much. It doesn't matter if he's 50. It doesn't
So
matter if he's
reliable.
20. He just loves to use Sproles as a feature back, even though we have two other backs that are potentially better than him at this stage in his career. This is what's so worrying about this, because I honestly didn't want Darren Sproles coming back on this team for this reason.
Yeah.
He loves Darren Sproles for
Right.
whatever reason. I don't get it. You got to use Jordan Howard, who averaged 7.1 yards a carry.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, the play calls on Sunday were for some reason I had no
Abysmal?
clue. Yeah, the first half.
Yeah.
Like what was it? The 4th and 1? Oh no, excuse me, the 3rd and 1 toss to Darren Sproles. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's just insane.
Yep. Didn't make any sense whatsoever.
And you saw this week with the Lions game against the Packers. They're missing Jordan Howard.
Lions game against the Packers.
Or not Lions game. I'm sorry. The Bears game against the Packers.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They're somewhat. Is it more of the Packers being good on defense now, or is it more of like the Bears coming out soft because they don't know who their running backs? Like,
Yeah,
how
but
to figure it out?
you can't expect them to make that much of a dramatic change in just one offseason.
They look terrible, dude. Like I
Who,
mean,
the Packers or
no, the Bears. I took them in my suicide pool, and I was like, what the hell are they doing?
That's another thing with my suicide pool. I took the Lions last week,
Yeah, and you tied.
so that counts as a loss for me.
It does?
Yeah, so
You're
I'm
out?
out. Yeah, I'm out.
Wow, that really sucks.
Yeah, the Lions screwed me over.
Yeah, that's not good. Fuck the Lions.
The good old Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I lost the first week, so
Mhm.
whatever. And I know my co-host Rob Brinkman on Sports Hounds on the Monday show, he picked the Browns. And the Browns
They got
absolutely
murdered.
butt fucked
Yeah.
against the Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
They did.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
And I actually picked the Tennessee Titans in my picks. But I didn't think they'd get waxed that bad.
No, I didn't think so either.
Yeah, I mean, the Browns are not good. And I know last year I was making fun of Ralphie because he said the Browns were going to go 8-8. I don't know if they're going to go 5-11 this year.
I think it's just like
Does Odell wear a watch this week?
yes.
Big question, honestly.
That's like why are you wearing like jewelry
What
out in the field?
fuck?
Like I get people wearing like necklaces and whatever. You can just tuck it into your jersey, whatever.
Yeah.
But why are you wearing like a 6-figure watch?
Yeah, I have no clue.
He wants to show how much money he makes.
No, I don't know. That just seems douchey.
But
to
everyone
me.
knows how much money he makes. So
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's
So it's like
what's the point?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. I
That's-
mean, I like Odell Beckham Jr. Like, part of me kind of wanted him on the Philadelphia Eagles when he got traded from Giants to the
I
Browns.
would have loved to have had Odell.
Because he's awesome. But
Mhm.
the thing is, like, yes, he's a diva, and I knew it wasn't going to work with the Cleveland because now they have a bunch of divas. You
Mhm.
saw it the first game. It didn't work out. They're going to suck this year. Baker Mayfield could go cry in a cave, and there you go.
I'm not gonna go there yet.
Crying a king.
I mean, they just they really showed up last week for the first drive, and that was basically it.
Yeah. I wasn't even watching the game.
But I think with their new head coach and Freddie Kitchens, I think they just
He
need time
sucks.
to gel in the
He
offense. And
sucks. He was the odds-on favorite to win Coach of the Year.
yeah,
And he looked that bad
Yeah.
with his new team.
Mhm.
Like, I'm sorry. I honestly think I don't give a fuck if
Mhm.
Sam Darnold has mono or not. I think the Jets are going to beat the Browns this week.
wow.
Who is their
really-
backup quarterback?
Trevor Simeon.
Trevor Simeon.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the
Jesus.
Jets are going to win that game.
Well, all right. So that since we're talking about the Jets, let's bleed into this real quick.
Mhm.
The mono situation.
How do you have mono?
No clue.
Like, what are you doing?
My
doggy
friend,
kitchen.
my friend of mine maybe ate some ass or something like that.
Rich Eisen was saying on his show, I was listening on the way over here.
Yeah.
He's like, Bill Belichick, and mind you, Bill Belichick has never traded with the New York Jets in his entire tenure.
Yeah.
And guess what he did before this whole mono thing broke out?
He traded with the Jets.
He traded Demarius
Yeah,
Thomas
He gave them, yeah.
to the Jets.
Yeah. And then
Just
2
saying.
weeks, and then 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it's mono. I'm just saying.
Oh shit! What's wrong, Josh? Got mono. How'd you get that? I don't even know. It's like the Maris got here and it just started spreading.
Yeah, Ryan said the Browns aren't likable at all. No, they're not. They're not likable.
No,
at
they're really
all.
not.
Yeah.
No, I'll agree with that.
I would love to see them lose every single game.
D Love says Eagles 27, Atlanta 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Having it close. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a game where we have to win. You know,
No,
it would
it's
be
not a
nice
must
to
win, but
It's like, I don't know. It's just one of those games where I don't want to get my hopes up because I predicted a loss. But if we win, it's a bonus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll probably still be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
well, I think the big thing for me is, and I think I talked about it with a bunch of people on the Real Talk group and just on Facebook in general, is that when the Eagles came out of that second half against the Redskins, you started to see that 2017 Carson Wentz where he was converting on third downs.
He looked phenomenal.
12 for 13 on third downs.
On third downs.
In the second half.
And that's what do you call it?
Disgusting.
And that's his bread and butter, though.
Yep.
He's crucial on third. He's one of the best third down quarterbacks in the league. And that touchdown pass that he had to Alshon Jeffrey.
Yep.
Whoo!
Yeah, the scramble to the right. Oh, my goodness.
And
that was one of the best throws I've ever seen.
And I told people, I'm like, that is a Rodgers-esque throw.
Yeah.
I watched it on replay. I was like, this made my head spin so much because I was like, how did he pull off the mechanics to not only throw in time to Jeffrey,
It was a sidearm,
but it was
too.
off balance too. Like he was in the air throwing it. I was like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
You know, that just doesn't happen. It's like, this is why I make fun of Brady all the time because he throws a lot of checkdowns. He throws it to wide open receivers.
Right.
Carson Wentz makes plays happen by himself.
Yeah.
You know, he throws it in the tight windows. Brady doesn't throw in the tight windows.
Yeah.
He throws it to wide open receivers. That's why I make fun of Brady all the time. But it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, if Carson Wentz plays like this for the rest of the season,
Yeah.
I think we may only have to rely on him.
Yeah, and that's the big thing too. Another big thing I took away from that game as well is you didn't see Carson Wentz take those big hits.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? When he was scrambling out to the, I think it was when he was scrambling out to the left, he extended the play to Alshon, then he extended it to Ertz.
Yeah, the third down and 15 play where he didn't find anything downfield, so he scrambled to his left and he found Ertz for the first down. It was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it was 2017.
Yeah, but if you go back to 2017 though, Carson will look to run.
Yeah.
Now you see him; he's looking to throw.
Yeah.
I think I picked the wrong year to pick Ertz in my fantasy. You know, I actually reached for him. I had the 15th pick after my 9th pick overall.
Oh, you got him in the first round?
And I reached for him.
Oh,
yeah, he was
geez.
projected to go 27th, and I reached for Ertz because I know that Carson has a man crush on him when it comes to playing football. But I don't think that's going to be the case this year.
No, not this year at all. And the big reason that Ertz broke the reception record is because we didn't have that person to stretch the field.
Yeah.
And Ertz was always just Mr. Reliable last year, so.
It was, and plus, I think it's obvious that Wentz was actually hurt last year.
Oh yeah, no, it was
it's the way
clearly
it's the way
obvious.
he was throwing. Like,
It was just how he was playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's obvious now because now he looks like a completely different player.
He looks phenomenal.
So Philly Wolf on YouTube says, would love for our Birds to pick up Minka Fitzpatrick, but I don't see Howie Roseman trading a first-round pick for him.
I could say you know the problem with this though. I think Howie sort of lost his balls ever since Joe Douglas left.
Why do you say that?
I think he would have been on it already. And, you know, it's just one of those things where if you need a cornerback and it's so obvious you need a cornerback and you have the pressure already, why not just go get a guy that's obviously unsatisfied in Miami?
Yeah. And Minka's also a dimensional player to where he can play safety, linebacker. He can play a bunch of different positions. But I was also listening to, I forget, it was one of the mainstream talk shows, and they were talking about, it was Ian Rappaport. He said on NFL Network how Minka isn't really happy about playing safety. He'd rather play in the slot. Yeah, he'd much rather play in the slot.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with.
You have to have quick feet to play in the slot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like I would love to have him, but with the GM that we have, I personally am not a big fan of Howie Roseman. I'm sorry. I know everyone loves him because of the Super Bowl. I thought it was more Joe Douglas, but I'm just not a fan of Howie Roseman. I don't think we're going to get it done.
Okay.
So we're going to have to roll with what we have, and hopefully players start stepping up. Like when Jalen Mills comes back, he needs to have that red zone defense that he's always had.
I agree.
We need it, and we'll see. But we're rolling with what we have. Defense isn't our strong suit.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Chrome on Facebook says, hey fellas, closer to the game this week. Birds win 27-23. Have a great show and see you guys tomorrow night.
I'll see ya.
We were talking about Odell and Brian. Wilson was like, dude was wearing a house on his wrist.
He was.
He
Overpriced house.
Yeah.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
Greg chimes in and says, "What's up, fellas? I disagree to
Greg?
the poll. I think this is a really close game, and I think Atlanta wins the game."
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me.
Yep.
Yeah, Bill Mitterbrook says the Patriots are only laying 6. Should be in everyone's 14 teaser. That means like the 10. If you do the 10-point teasers, like the special teasers,
Right.
they'd be laying 6
Okay.
with 4 other teams. And that's where I think the Miami Dolphins will cover that spread.
Yeah.
I really do. I think Vegas has it as they'll have the Patriots throw some points
Right.
because it happens every week. And that's how it will happen. Like last week, for example, all right, the line on the Redskins game was 10. All right, the Redskins were getting 10 points. All right, it looked like the Eagles were going to cover that game, right? I told my friend next to me, I was like, listen, doesn't matter how good our defense has been. This next drive, Case Keenum will throw a touchdown, and it'll be a 90-yard drive.
Yeah.
Goes right down the field and covers the point spread.
Yeah.
And then game over. It's
A backdoor cover.
every single week. There's always a fix in that.
Backdoor cover.
Yep.
Always happens. Manny Martinez also says on Facebook, talking about Carson Wentz's throw. His throw to Alshon against the Cowboys 2 years ago was better, even on 4th down touchdown to Alshon. That game was better, but I absolutely loved dip over the shoulder and scramble out to the right was beautiful. If you want to talk about Carson Wentz 2 years ago, his best throw 2 years ago was his touchdown pass to Trey Burton when he was in triple coverage.
Yeah.
Against the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Bryce on YouTube says Minka Fitzpatrick is a safety, though. We need a cornerback.
Well, he came in the league
can
as a
play
corner. He came in the league as a corner. They switched him to safety recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And the big thing in Miami is that he wants to play slot, but they're not letting him play slot.
Yeah.
Tyrone Dixon just said he had pizza and marshmallows.
Pizza and marshmallows?
Ew.
That's disgusting. That sounds like a bad time later.
Yeah. Ew.
Oh man,
Pizza and ew.
that's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, Tyrone.
Yeah, that's gross.
You
I'm sorry.
You
Moving
gotta
on.
switch it up a bit. It's like eating Twinkies and peanut butter. That's fucking gross.
I mean,
It's a little bit different,
yeah, a little bit different.
but whatever. Oh my god.
Going into some of the games on week 1.
All right.
Lamar Jackson looked like an MVP. I'm just saying.
I told you.
Oh
Lamar Jackson
Told
looked pretty
you.
good.
Told you, Ralph.
Now,
You
mind
kept
you,
laughing at me.
he was playing a trash team, but
He was playing a Dolphins team,
looked
dude.
pretty good.
He looked
He looked
great.
pretty
Oh my
good.
God.
And then look at RG3 too.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's forgetting about him. He was 6 for 6, and I think he had a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, RG3 looked pretty good too.
Well, okay, so here's my big thing with Lamar Jackson. Was I high on him in the draft? No.
Yeah.
Was I high on him last year? No.
No.
The thing that I want to see from Lamar Jackson that'll set him apart and make him one of the better quarterbacks in the league, if he can learn to stay in the pocket and throw the ball, like we saw last week, he was actually more comfortable sitting in the pocket, throwing the ball, and he looked phenomenal. If he can do that, there's no doubt in my mind he can be one of the better quarterbacks in the league this year.
He was one of my favorites coming out of last year's draft. I liked him. I liked Sam Darnold, and I liked I liked Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I didn't like Rosen. I thought he was the worst QB in the draft. Everyone was like, "No, he's gonna be so good." I was
Which
like,
is looking
no, he didn't
pretty
even
much-
look that great at UCLA.
Yeah, and which is looking to be true
Yeah, he's terrible. And
with Miami tanking for Tua.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah, he was fucking terrible.
Greg on Facebook says, but in reality, how many trades do you see on Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays in the weeks?
You
The
don't.
generally happen earlier in the week to try and get players ready for that week.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
It
And
makes sense.
and
but
my big thing is too, Greg, is that if we so say if hypothetically Julio Jones has 200-something yards, 2 touchdowns, Matt Ryan throws for 500 yards, I can guarantee you on Monday Howard Roseman's picking up that phone.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Greg, I'm just saying about RG3. The guy has been labeled off as really bad. And you know what? Didn't matter if it was against the Dolphins in garbage time. He didn't like the RG3 comment that I said. But it didn't matter if it was in garbage time against the Dolphins. He still looked pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. For a guy that's been, like, blacklisted off of a lot of teams. So, I mean, I got to give him some credit. Because I like to give people credit when they're down, you know?
Well, the
And
thing
it's
is with
just- it's one of
RG3, the
those
talent's
things.
there. It's just he can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
That was his
that's
big
the
issue.
problem. And see, when he came into the league, he was one of the best QBs in the league. Like, people are forgetting about this. He ran the pistol very well. He ran the option very well, and he had a cannon.
Yeah.
You know, and then he got hurt. So I don't know. Like, the thing about RG3 is I think he has that second wind,
Right.
but it depends on where he plays.
Okay.
You know, if
You
you
think
put
he'll get another chance?
yeah,
Okay.
I do, because I know there's teams out there that are always looking for a starting QB.
Yeah.
like Miami needs a starting QB. All right, you have the Colts that possibly need a starting QB because Brissett stinks.
Yeah.
There are always teams that need a starting QB. So yeah, why not let him shine as the backup on Baltimore Ravens, then we'll see what happens. You know, Nick Foles. As much as I love the guy, now you don't say anything. as much as I love the guy, yes, he does get injured a lot. Okay, and the one play that he got hurt, it was a bomb touchdown.
Well, the thing is with Nick Foles,
and their season is over.
The thing is with Nick Foles too, he throws a beautiful deep ball.
He's great. I love Nick.
He throws
Foles.
a beautiful deep ball.
So does Carson.
Yeah.
He throws a better one though.
Carson on the dime.
I think Carson does.
Well, now that he has Deshaun Jackson,
that's
you
what
can
I'm saying.
see it
Yeah.
now. But I mean, it's
you saw it in 2017 as well.
Yeah.
Greg also says Miami isn't tanking for Tua. Tua is not great. Tank for Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin, and then tank for Lawrence, who is legit. No, I completely agree.
What position is Wisconsin player?
I would assume quarterback.
I heard him.
I would assume so.
Really?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Wisconsin. I could be wrong, but I agree with Greg. Tua's not. I don't think he's going to be anything special once he comes into the league.
Yeah. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, I know they just extended him, Greg, but Jacoby Brissett stinks.
I like Jacoby Brissett a lot.
I'm not a fan of him. He
I
has
like
a
him a
cannon, but I just don't think he can get it done when it comes to
Well,
going to the
what do you call it?
playoffs.
You saw it week 1. He looked pretty good.
I guess. He's playing against the Chargers, though.
David Collins says, expect a high-scoring
Running
game,
back.
42-32 Birds.
He's a running back, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom also says on Facebook, "What up, boys? What up, Tom?
What's up, Tom?
Tommy.
Happy birthday."
Yep, happy 50th, Tommy.
50th, 51, 52, doesn't matter.
How's that Social Security looking?
Yeah.
Probably looking pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's still like 13 years away from it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like 52. You have to be 65.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that. It's gonna go away by the time he gets there.
Wow.
Brissett is better than RG3. Brian Wilson says. I don't see when RG3 first came up. It's hard for me because I saw how good RG3 was, and that just doesn't go away.
Yeah, but I just don't see RG3 being what he was his rookie season.
Yeah,
ever
I
again.
know. It's
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna
tough,
be that.
though, man. It's like if you're fully healthy, like, can you go back to that? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. But if he was that healthy again and he played like he did in 2012, he's definitely better than Brissett.
Oh,
Like 100%.
Well, as far as like an all-around player, no, I agree. But
Yeah.
Brissett to me just reminds me of like an old school pocket quarterback,
Right.
with a strong arm who can make all the throws.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a smart guy. I personally, I'll take Jacoby Brissett over RG3 any day. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. But is there anything else on YouTube?
Ryan says Lamar was awesome.
He's amazing. I love Lamar Jackson.
Ryan said he also says I was one pick away from having Lamar as my backup quarterback behind Wentz in the A2D fantasy league as well.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right?
Harlem Cowboy says, "What up, fellas? Can I get a how them boys?"
No, no.
And he
well,
also
listen,
says-
Harlem Cowboy. I will say this: you have a damn good fucking team.
Oh,
over there.
they're real good.
Yes,
they're real.
And listen,
good.
I usually trash Cowboys fans, but they
No,
are
you gotta give credit where credit's due.
Very good team.
Yeah, no, they are very.
He
good.
also says that Foles has a better deep ball than Wentz.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
I mean, it's they're pretty. They're both high caliber.
Every
deep
single
ball
time
throwers.
I've seen Foles throw a deep ball, it's connected.
Yeah.
Clement, Alshon Jeffrey, the guy on Jacksonville.
Well,
whoever that was.
Aguilar last year against the Texans, that was just
Yeah, it was.
beautiful.
Look at that dime.
It was
It was a dime piece.
perfect.
That's the game where he broke the record for pass yards in a game for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a bomb.
Bryce says Lamar Jackson's a beast.
Absolutely.
He said he can play. He got players and a run game as well this year.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree. Like as long as he learns to like stay in the pocket, like don't get me wrong, he can still run because that's still part of his game, but just don't run as much.
Yeah.
That's my thing. As long as if he can learn to slide, then he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Now, going to the game that just passed on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, he stinks.
What
Cam Newton is
what happened
absolutely horrible.
What happened to Cam Newton?
The shoulder.
Shoulder,
the
the
shoulder.
ankle, the fucking gown he
It's
wore
like-
afterwards.
You ever notice
I
like
don't
after
fucking
like
know.
since he didn't jump on that football in the Super Bowl, the fumble,
He's
right,
just gone
he
down.
just hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
What was he wearing after the game?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
All right, it's okay to wear a gown. I get it, but like
People were tearing him up when he said, "I gotta look at myself in the
my
mirror."
I was going to bring
God.
that up too because he had
People were
the he had,
tearing
he had
him
the
up.
post game
you
quote
could listen.
too.
You could be who you want. You could wear what you want. I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
But like, if you're gonna do it, it just don't look like a travesty. Like he just,
Yeah.
like what was he doing
I
up
don't know.
there? I don't get it. It's just so weird. It looked like a grandma.
Yeah, that's why that's why we put up the who wore it better, the Queen Elizabeth or Cam Newton with the what do you call it? That scarf on his head or whatever the hell it was.
Little Red fucking Riding Hood.
That just looked awful.
It was terrible.
No, but like Cam Newton's just I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
He's just a shell of himself now. And anytime, like if Cam Newton was 100% healthy, I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10 or 10 out of 10 times, Cam Newton, you know for a fact Cam Newton's QB sneaking that ball on the 4th and 1.
Yeah.
You're not handing it off to
Oh,
Christian
no.
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Carlum Cowboy on YouTube says, "Don't be surprised if Dak is an MVP candidate in his Kellen Moore offense."
Well, that's what do you call it? That's a big X factor.
No, Kellen Moore was the guy from Boise State, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lefty.
QB.
Yeah, the
He's a lefty QB. He's
Yeah.
the son of a coach. His father was a coach, so he's grown up just around the coaching environment his entire life. He's a smart quarterback. I like Kellen Moore a lot coming out of college, but he never got his opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think having him as the Cowboys offensive coordinator, I think that's going to help a lot. And
Yeah.
you saw it last week.
Yep.
So
Tyrone says he's got Russell Wilson as a starting quarterback on fantasy team. That's a good Russell.
I have him
That's
on
a
mine
good
too.
quarterback to
I
go
have
with.
I have Cam Newton.
Bryce says Cam got hurt and the defense figured him out.
Yeah.
And he also said, "LOL, yeah, Cam been tripping."
No, but you know the thing about Cam Newton is like every single press conference he's wearing something else. It's like a pink hat and like he just wears stuff that like you think
It's
he's
just so
trolling
outlandish.
you.
Yeah.
It feels like he's trolling you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I don't know. Like
Some people call it fashion. I call it ridiculous.
that's not fashion.
That's
not
yeah.
fashion.
It's not fashion
No,
at
It's
all.
not fashion at all.
Yeah, I don't get
And
it.
then Brodo says Bucks need to try to get Melvin Gordon. It would actually make sense.
It would make sense, but what is Melvin Gordon winning? Like if Melvin Gordon wants to win, I just don't see how
He goes to Tampa Bay.
I mean, no, like Ryan said, I agree it makes sense.
Mhm.
But if he wants to win, I just don't. Unless he cares more about the money, which is also
you know what makes
possible.
sense? Melvin Gordon to the Eagles. That's what makes sense.
I wouldn't. What do you call it? It wouldn't shock me. Like I can guarantee, it wouldn't shock me if that's still on the table.
I would trade them Jordan Howard right now to get Melvin Gordon because Melvin Gordon would set this feature back role immediately.
Oh yeah, no,
You know,
I agree.
I don't think Doug likes Jordan Howard. And, you know, he could ball out as much as he wants. He could carry as many people as he wants
Mm-hmm.
per yards per carry. I don't think he likes him in his system.
Well, you heard too when the rumors first started coming out. There was a rumor going around that the Eagles offered the Chargers
Yeah,
Jordan
they
Howard and I
wanted
think
him.
like a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah, they wanted him badly because I don't think Doug likes Jordan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think he just likes the way he plays in the system, and which is fine. But if you're going to do that, make sure you get the guy you want.
Right.
And
No, I agree.
And I don't think he thinks Miles Sanders is all that either. You know, his touchdown got called back,
Which on a ridiculous holding call that wasn't a holding call, but
but I'm like looking at her backfield, and I'm like, is there that one guy that could really be a game changer?
Mhm.
And I'm looking, I'm not finding it, you know. And it's just, I know a lot of people like the backfield, and they think it's better than 2017. I don't think it is.
oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
I'd have to take 2017.
Yeah, I would
For
personally.
backfield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to take 2017.
Yeah, it's better. It has more chemistry. Jerry Jai was a stud. It's just you can't really. It's like apples and oranges to me. I
Mhm.
mean, the names are sexier in our list right now, but if it doesn't work, what do you have?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
And then Roscoe said Melvin Gordon to the Rams. Obviously, Roscoe, you would say that.
Well, you don't
I love
need
the
'em.
fanhood.
It would
though.
actually make sense
Brodo
because
also
Todd
says
Gurley can't
Melvin,
stay on the field.
Yeah.
Brodo also says Melvin Gordon wants money, which is true.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
And then Harlem Cowboy says Cam knows everybody will talk about how he dressed and not the losing.
Yeah, because it's a distraction.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Oh, yeah, that could be part of it as well.
Yeah.
But I think going back to Ralph's quote with Cam Newton is that he needs to look him. He said he wants to look at himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And just kind of evaluate everything. So would you consider that the Andrew Luck effect, or?
I mean, I don't think it's just the Andrew Luck effect. I just don't know, man. I mean, that's just a piss poor Tampa Bay team that you had them at home. It's not like you were in Tampa Bay. You know what I mean?
But listen, I know we watch the NFL like we love the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tampa Bay that bad? Like, I mean, I'm sitting back
Jameis
watching.
Winston's bad, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? Godwin's such a stud.
Godwin
Like
is a
I was
stud.
just watching him play, and I'm like, this guy could help out Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
You know, they have weapons. They have Bray. He's okay.
Mike
O.J. Howard
Evans.
is okay.
Mike
Barber.
Evans.
I like Barber a
Peyton
lot.
Barber, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's all right.
You know, I was just watching this game on Thursday. I'm like, is this team really as bad as people are saying they are? They have Bruce Arians. You know,
that's my big X factor for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year. If the quarterback whisperer Bruce Arians cannot fix Jameis Winston, then he's done.
Then nobody can fix James.
Yeah, and then nobody can
He
fix
looked
Jameis
half
Winston.
decent on Thursday.
He looked pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't throw any
saying
interceptions. He did
What's
pretty
up?
well. So
I thought you were going to say something. Yeah, he looked decent, actually. You know, he's led the league in turnovers for what, the last 4 years?
something crazy like that.
Yeah, he had like 69.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he played a very good game.
Yeah, and come to think, what was it? I think we're going on 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We were talking about Winston or Mariota for the possible future Eagles quarterback.
Yeah, Bryce Blackwell
So.
said Doug likes Sanders, maybe not Howard. I don't think he likes Howard at all.
No,
That's why they tried to trade him away.
Yeah, no, I just based on what I've seen from like just the distribution of the ball. Now, mind you, it's still early in the season. This is expected from Doug. Doug typically has hiccups early on in the season.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to give your ball to your bell cow and not Darren
Yeah.
Sproles.
Yeah, Darren Sproles needs to fucking kick rocks. I'm so sick of Darren Sproles. I don't even care.
If you leave him on kickoffs, I don't care. That's fine.
No, but give Deshaun Jackson fucking the punt returns.
You could do that
and,
too.
You know, Deshaun Jackson's going to probably be our MVP this year. You know, I hate to break it to you. I love Wentz, but I think it's going to be Deshaun Jackson because he has that deep threat that we haven't had since Torrey Smith.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's just if you're going to fix something, fix it now. Don't prolong it.
Right.
You know, get Melvin Gordon here like immediately. If it's a 1-year thing and you're thinking of making Miles Sanders your feature back for years to come,
right?
Get Melvin Gordon here for a year, win a Super Bowl, then make Miles Sanders your guy.
No, I can agree with that. Tom also says, Kyle, what on YouTube Tom
Round
also says,
6, baby. Here we go.
for what? Oh God, yeah. Tom also says on Facebook, Kyle, what the fuck are you talking about? Doug doesn't like Howard? ?
He
Don't
doesn't
make
like
shit up.
Howard. If you have common sense like I do, you could realize that he does not like Jordan Howard. He already tried to trade the guy, Tom. All right? And then he pulls him out when he's performing. Like, what does that tell you? He doesn't like the guy. Why not just get Melvin Gordon right now? Stop prolonging it. Get your guy. Bring him in. Have him tutor or whatever, mentor Miles Sanders for next year. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Done. We don't want any problems in this locker room. Be a thinker,
right?
not a stinker, man.
Hey, looking for your water.
Jesus Christ.
God, I'm so excited for
They
tomorrow.
already. It wasn't even a game into the season. They tried to trade the guy.
Kyle's going to be in a drunken stupor, and him and Tom are going to go.
This is why I don't want to drink tomorrow because me and Tom are going to get into an argument, and then a bottle's going to go over someone's head, and I don't want that. Like Jesus Christ.
Brodo says the Mariota Winston draft was promoted as one of the best quarterback drafts in years.
Yep.
They both stink.
Oh, yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, they both stink.
Mariota just can't stay healthy, but I don't think he's a great quarterback either.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Like I wouldn't even say average. He's like below
It sucks
average.
because, Mariota was really, really good in college.
He
Like,
was
really
phenomenal
good.
in college.
Obviously,
He played in the Pac-12.
yeah. And obviously, Jameis won that national championship with Florida State, but
Jameis looked good in college. Yeah, with Florida State, he looked really good.
I think he's better than Mariota, but that's not saying a lot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Frank on Twitter, not on Twitter, on Facebook says, could you imagine how good of our team would be if we had Minka and Gordon?
Yeah.
Wow, punch
That's
the
what I'm
ticket to the
saying.
dance.
Why not do it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm all for it.
You're a contender. You're the 4 best Vegas odds right now.
Oh no, I'm all
Go
for it. And what do you call it? Me and Tom share the same philosophy. Like you can.
Does he?
I'll trade. What do you call it? I'll trade I'll trade draft picks.
Yeah.
For proven guys,
proven talent.
Absolutely. Especially like a team, like everybody's like so scared to like give away a first round pick. But when you're in a position that we are, like
to possibly win a Super Bowl,
you're going to be picking 28 to 32 anyway.
right? So what's it matter?
That's a second round pick essentially.
And
Ryan said a good comment on YouTube. He said the Wentz golf draft turned out to be the big one, and they were promoted as nobodies and wild cards at the time. Yes, golf was actually projected to go number 1, but everyone thought that Wentz was the better guy. The only reason why golf went number 1 is because he lived in California, and the Rams liked the fact that he lived
the
in
marketing.
California.
Yeah, the marketing. You can market the California kid. Yeah.
Well, the big thing is too, if you guys remember, when we made that trade to number 2, there was a lot of hype around it, but also 2 or 3 weeks before the draft, everyone knew who the Rams and Eagles were picking.
Yeah, but this is the thing. What if the Rams ended up taking Wentz? Would we have picked golf?
we would have had.
I think so, man.
We would have had
because
to.
you traded up to 2. You're
not trading back.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't have been a bad trade-off because I think Goff's okay.
Goff's a good quarterback.
Yeah, but Wentz is obviously better.
Oh, no. Like, as an
Yeah.
all-around talent, absolutely.
Yeah, you can move.
It's always cool to go back like 5 years from now to like go back and look at those drafts. Like, wow, that dude sucks now. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe that team took him at 3. That team took him at
Trent
2.
Richardson was the big one.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna bring
dude,
that up,
for
too.
Cleveland. Yeah.
There was a hole this big right here.
And he went
that
to
way.
he went to the right. Yep.
It was very bad. They
Yeah.
covering the 7-2 at halftime.
Yeah.
That's a good score.
Jesus. There you go. Great college football.
Maryland just killed Syracuse last week, and now they only have 2 points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And also, I'll bring it up now just because we're at the tail end of it pretty much.
Quick show.
Antonio Brown, last week, got released. At 4
yeah.
o'clock, he becomes a free agent.
Patriot.
At 4:30 p.m.,
He goes to the
Becomes a
Pats.
Pace.
Yep.
Anyone with a sports brain knew he was going.
The master plan has come together.
and that's why the evil empires.
The
Evil
evil
Empire.
empire. Yep. Brodo, real quick on YouTube, says Tannehill's the secret weapon of the Titans.
I like
Harlem
Tannehill
Cowboy
a lot.
says-
No, I completely agree.
Harlem Cowboy says, you guys know Stephen Jones is in with Minka Fitzpatrick for first and Taco Charlton.
So a first-round pick and nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny he brought the Tannehill's a secret weapon because, it has Mariota looking over his shoulder. Tannehill actually looked pretty decent.
Tannehill's a good quarterback. I don't care
Yeah.
what anybody says. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
It's just in Miami, his situation wasn't really
Yeah.
the best in Miami, and also his health didn't really help him that much either.
Tyrone, why are you in Atlanta? Why? All right, I'll answer your question. Why are you in Atlanta? He doesn't like that people are ignoring his question, so I'll ask.
What's
him,
his question?
Why is he in Atlanta?
Why isn't he
He says, "I'm in Atlanta. Anybody want to guess why?"
for the game?
Are you in it for the game, buddy?
And then Brodo says on YouTube, he says he'll be needed within the next 3 weeks. LOL.
Oh yeah, probably.
Mariota, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
Yeah, I
Good
thought.
old freaking Mariota.
Yeah.
He'll be out before week 5.
Anyone that runs the ball to that.
Well, he's due for
Excess
he's due for
in
an
the
extension
NFL.
after this year, isn't he?
This is his last year, and so is Jameis's last year, too. So
Yeah,
they're both
so-
on contract years.
So
So-
So how do you think that's going to end up? Like, who
They're
do you
bo-
think gets signed, and who do you think doesn't get signed?
I think they're both gone. Personally, I think they're both gone.
Really?
I think they're both gone. Yeah.
Tank for Tua? You know what, bro? I say screw Tua. I want Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Thank you.
I want Trevor Lawrence.
That's the equivalence. That's the equivalence of Sidney Crosby when he came up.
I will trade
Yeah.
my entire draft for Trevor Lawrence. That's how much I believe in this kid.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is an absolute
Bro,
stud.
dime pieces, bro.
Yeah.
On the run.
Well, it's just the stuff that he's doing in college right now. I don't think anyone's ever seen before.
Mhm.
Like he's performing at an NFL caliber level
Really.
Yeah, he really
in
is.
college
He's
football.
good, man.
As
He's
a
really
freshman,
good.
he looked like a top 5.
Because he's a complete he's the complete package.
really is.
And he took Clemson to their championship
And
and what?
waxed.
Waxed Alabama.
Waxed
Yeah.
Alabama.
And what? That was his freshman year, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it was. He won a
Yeah,
national
so-
championship as a freshman.
Just saying.
They play Syracuse today.
And the dude's a winner. He's. I've been a
They
fan.
might put 60 up.
I've been a fan of Trevor Lawrence since he was in high school.
Where did you go to high school?
Oh God, I forget.
Great fan you are.
Yeah. I just watched his highlights from when he was in high school, and the man was throwing dime pieces then.
Dime. He's going to the game tomorrow. Tyrone said.
That's what I figured.
James is a future backup QB.
Yeah, true.
The way
Wouldn't shock me.
See the way Jameis looked yesterday, though, he actually looked decent.
He looked okay.
You know, I like to see. I said it before. I like to see people succeed. And the thing about Jameis is, I don't think he's a lost cause. I just think he needs the right pieces around him.
I need him to throw to Mike Evans more because me and Ryan traded. I traded for Mike Evans with Ryan. So.
And I think he needs a lot of maturing to do with like eating his fingers and stuff like that. I thought that was a little weird.
Did you see that video?
Dude's an
It was. You
idiot.
see the video on Twitter? It was him eating the thing, and then
You see
Deshaun
he's
Jackson.
like, what the fuck?
He's like, this is the reason why Deshaun Jackson left Tampa Bay.
Like, what
well, he was there
thinking?
he was there for what, like a year, 2 years
3 years.
in Tampa?
Yeah, 3
Yeah,
years.
he was,
Was
there
it
for
3
3
years?
Because his first year he couldn't stay healthy. Remember, he couldn't run 5 yards without tearing his hamstring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's how it was last year too. He played that one game against the Eagles, and then I don't think he really played last year.
Yeah.
So.
He's happy to be back.
Yeah, Bryce says on YouTube, he says, next year quarterback class is good, so Tampa Bay and Tennessee will have new quarterbacks.
Okay.
Because you also have Justin Herbert coming out this year too.
Is he?
from
Oh, he
Oregon.
is coming out this
Yeah.
year.
because he's a senior.
I'm not
he's a
really
stiff.
high on Justin
He's
Herbert.
a stiff.
Yeah.
He's okay. I'm not really high on him. I'm telling you guys right now, do not sleep on Joe Burrow from LSU. I'm telling you right now.
God
Joe
damn
Burrows. Joe Burrows.
Man's a
it.
stud.
You and LSU.
I'm
The
just
only
saying.
football field in fucking America
Man's
that
a
have
stud.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, all the way down.
Yep.
So stupid.
Man's a stud.
Brodo says Mariota, the future quarterback of the Colts.
It's possible.
Wow.
Possible.
Wow. Wow.
RG3 too.
I mean,
Golly.
well, listen. That's one of the best jobs in the league to have too. You're making millions of dollars and you're just a backup.
Yeah.
It's one of the best
Yeah.
jobs in the world to
Trevor Lawrence went to high school in Clarksville, Georgia.
have. Okay.
Yeah. To answer your question.
There you go.
You know who's also coming out this year, too? Jake Fromm, which I'm very high
Oh,
on.
he is coming out this year. I forgot about Jake Fromm.
I'm not big on
He
him.
might be. He's going to be like a third-round pick, though.
We'll see.
I'm not big on him at all.
Also,
Pittsburgh's
Parker.
beating Penn State. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Parker also says, what's good on the Minka front? Well, hopefully we get him, Parker, because
Yeah,
God
hopefully.
forbid, let's get him, baby. Get rid of that first-round pick, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you need it. If you're thinking Super Bowl, that's 32 right there.
Well, it's like when we had the 32nd pick, I think, 2 years ago. We
Yeah.
traded down and we drafted Dallas Goddard, and that seems to be working out pretty well. So,
All right. So as the show winds down, do you guys want to do some picks? Or?
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
When we run, we'll give the games back up.
Yeah,
we'll go
please.
down.
Please
All
do.
right.
All right, because we have 7 minutes. We got to do a little rundown here.
Yeah,
Hell
a little
yeah.
quick rundown.
Good
Yep.
old Sunday special.
Yep.
That was funny. The Panthers game when they tried to run the Philly special, he got blown up at the end.
That was horrible.
All right,
Like,
first game.
Wait. I want to actually talk about that for like a quick 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. How the hell are you lining up Cam Newton and shotgun when it's literally that
Fourth
much
and
to
one.
gain? It's not even fourth
Just,
and one. It's
just sneak.
that much to
just
gain.
sneak it.
Yeah.
Just
That's
sneak it. And
bad
you're good
coaching.
to go.
Well, I think that it also tells me, too, that just Cam Newton isn't healthy.
Yeah. They didn't want to run him.
Cam Newton is not healthy.
You don't think so?
Otherwise, if he was 100% healthy,
Why not start Will
nine
Greer?
times out, I think we might end up seeing that this year, too.
Yeah.
Sooner than we think.
Will Greer is going to be good.
So
I
real
think he's
quick,
going to be good.
Here we go. We got the games on. First game, Cardinals, Ravens in Baltimore.
I got Ravens.
Yeah.
All right.
I got the point spread on the Ravens too, minus 13.5.
49ers, Bengals in Cincinnati.
What's the spread?
1.5 for the Bengals.
I'll take Niners. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Niners.
I'll take the Niners.
All right. Chargers, Lions, Chargers.
Chargers.
2.5.
Chargers.
Upset lines.
Really?
All right, that's in
Okay.
Detroit.
Okay, I'll take Lions.
Vikings, Packers. 2.5 for the Packers.
I'll
Take
go,
Packers.
I'll go Green Bay.
The mince 2.5 means they're favorite, right, for the
Yeah.
Packers?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's
I'm not
anything,
a gambling guy.
It means,
if
they,
it's
it means they
anything-
have to win by 3.
Yeah, anything minus, they're favored.
All right. Jacksonville, Texans in Houston. 8.5 for the Texans.
8.5. Wow.
Yep.
I'm going Texans.
Yeah, I'll go Texans as well.
All right. Patriots, Dolphins. Right now it's at 19 for the Patriots.
All right, let's go with the spread here. Who do you think's going to cover the spread? Because that's an obvious one.
Yeah, Patriots. Patriots.
No
I
shot the
think, are gonna
Dolphins. No
cover.
shot the Dolphins cover, bro. No shot.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me because I think 20 is a little aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the points. I have to.
Are
It's
you?
too many points.
That's
It's
yeah.
way
That's
too many points.
that's I don't know.
It's the NFL.
No, I get that, but 20 to me, that's just way too aggressive.
Yeah.
And especially with the history of how the Patriots play in Miami,
Yeah.
I can't trust that spread.
Yeah.
I can't
So
trust
next game, Bills at Giants. Bills are getting 2.
Bills.
it. They said they're favored by 2?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wait, they're getting 2 or favored?
Favored 2.
Wow.
Bills.
Minus 2 points.
I'll take Giants.
Whatever that means.
Really?
I'll take the Giants, yeah.
Seattle, Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 3.5.
Now,
favorite.
shout out to Mataraki on this one. He brought up a good point. It would be 10 a.m. their time, going all the way over to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers, who got waxed
Yeah.
last Sunday. He brought
Right.
up that good point. With that being said, I think Pittsburgh stinks. So, with all that being said, I have Seattle actually winning this game
Wow,
outright.
okay.
I have Seattle as well. Unless, I expect the Steelers to make a bounce back, but I just don't think it's going to be enough.
I think they stink.
They got absolutely embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next game is the Colts, Titans in Tennessee. Titans 3.
They're favored by 3?
Yes.
Give me
That's
the Colts.
ridiculous. Give me Colts.
All right. Cowboys, Redskins. Cowboys are favored by 5.
Redskins by 20. Cowboys by 20.
Yeah, I'm taking
I
Cowboys
think Zeke
by
has a
at
big
least
day
9.
tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Cowboys by at least
He's on
9.
my fantasy team. Have a big day.
Oh, he will.
Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs are getting 8. Favored by 8
Okay.
in Oakland.
They're in Oakland, so
yes.
realistically, it would be they'd be favored by
9.
yeah. Actually, no, because
They get 3 points.
home
by being
field is
home,
3, yeah. So it would be 11. So, yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs by 11.
I gotta go with the Chiefs. Yeah.
Bears at Denver. Bears are getting 2.5.
Upset Denver.
Ooh, okay.
Mile high, high altitude. The Bears looked really bad last week. I don't know how Mitch Trubisky's gonna bounce back. They don't really have a running game right now.
Yeah.
All that says Denver.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree just based on how Mitch looked last week.
He looked bad.
I'll go Denver by 2.
All right, America's game of the week: Saints at LA. The rematch of the NFC Championship
That's
game.
why I'm going so early. That is why I'm going so
Okay.
early.
The
Okay.
great non-PI call, which wasn't PI, but it is what it is. Rams are getting 3. They're favored by 3.
I'll take the Rams by 3.
Saints are gonna win that game.
No, I don't think so.
Saints are gonna win.
You
that
think
game.
so?
Yes.
They
are so pissed off.
No, they
from
just
that game.
The only reason I say no is because they just barely beat the Houston Texans. They just barely.
What are you talking like? The Texans are some schmucks or something?
No, I'm just saying. They're a much better team than what do you call it? They're a much better team
they
than
start
the
off,
Texans.
they start off slow every single year.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Dude, they lost to Tampa Bay the first game of the year last year.
Well,
All
that's
right.
that's also a division game too.
Sunday night, Eagles at Atlanta. Eagles favored by 1.5.
They're
Atlanta.
by 1.5 now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're wanting you to
Atlanta.
pick Atlanta.
Is that a good thing or a bad
Not
thing?
true.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing for Vegas?
It's a bad thing.
I think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But again, at the same time, I'll take the Eagles by 3.
And here we go. The Monday night special. Browns at the Jets.
Jets.
Browns are getting 6.5.
Browns are getting 6.5.
6.5.
We're favored 6.5. I don't know how this fucking
Oh,
shit
because
works.
of the thing. All right, so they're giving 6.5, which means that if they win by a touchdown, you win your bet. With
Yeah.
all that being said, Jets.
I'll take the Browns.
Yep.
I'll take the
The
Browns.
Browns
What's the over-under?
stink. Horrible team.
The over-under for that game is 44.
44.
Yeah. That's what fucking, what app is this? Score's telling me. The Score app.
Trevor Simeon is going to light them the fuck up.
No, I don't see that.
It's free money. I'm telling you.
All right.
Over-under is 44.
44. Holy
I want to hold on.
shit.
Let me see what the Eagles is. Give me a second.
It's like 55, I think.
Let me see.
Is it 44?
No, it's
51.
52.5.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yep.
I could see it being a shootout. That makes sense.
Oh, my Lanta.
Take the over.
Take the over.
Oh, I'll gladly take
Take
the over.
the over.
I'll gladly take
Don't
the
even
over.
think about it. Take the over.
Take the over all day.
I know Noah had it as a under, but I can't see it.
What was the spread again? I'm sorry.
52.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the over. Why not?
Yeah,
I'll take the over.
100%. And then the Browns, yeah, the Jets are getting plus 6.5.
Are they really?
Yeah, they think because Vegas thinks that the Browns are some good team. No, they're not.
Oh, see my whole thing when it comes to judging teams, I usually don't judge teams until I see just a good amount of to like put a good amount of tape out there, and I want to at least wait till like week 5 or week 6 so you know what these teams are.
Right.
That's at least how I look at it.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, what a hell of a show, man. That was fun.
That was
we,
quick.
We need that extra half hour.
Yeah, that was quick.
We can go a couple more minutes if you guys want to.
Yeah, we can go a couple more minutes.
All right.
That's fine with me.
So you guys want to run into some Phillies baseball, or what do you guys think? Or do you not care?
I mean, I obviously I care because it's my home team, but at the same time, they're out of it. The fact to me that they're just staying in contention for that wild card, to me, they're just I obviously it's not intentional, but I think it's a complete and utter troll job.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the season, they're just going to fall apart. Because this next stretch is just so hard for the Phillies. I just don't see how.
Yeah, but it has been a really tough stretch. I've been watching the Phillies a lot more, obviously, because I'm on the air and I have to talk about the Phillies.
Right.
The thing is, they did just split with the Braves. And, the Braves are the best team, in my opinion, in the NL. I don't care what anybody says about the Dodgers. I think the most polished team overall is the Braves.
Okay.
And I think the Braves will be your representative in the NL.
Oh, well, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
To get to the World
Yeah.
Series? Really?
I think the Braves
Oh,
will
you're
be in
saying
the World
to-
Series.
Oh, wow.
I think it's going to be the Braves versus the New York Yankees for a rematch from 99 and 96.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be a fun one because my buddy's a Braves fan. He always disses me because he's bitter about us beating them in 99 and 96.
Gotcha.
So that'll be a really fun one. With that being said, I would love to see the Phillies make a run because I think a rematch of 09 would be fun as well.
If they can just get to the dance, I'd be all about it.
I was telling Tom that it's better to be in than to be watching from the outside.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
As long as you're in the dance in October, then I'm all for it.
Some people don't want it happening though because they don't like Kapler that much.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have to look at it this way too. Like I'm all for firing Kapler, and I'm not a Kapler fan by any stretch. But at the same time, who does he really have outside of Nola in his pitching rotation?
I think Vargas has actually been your best pitcher. Believe it or not, I'm not even trolling. I think consistency is key when it comes to
Vargas is good. I like Vargas. I like the Vargas pick.
Vargas has been excellent for you guys.
Yeah.
He has given up like no more than like 2 runs a game for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to Philly with one of the worst pitching records in Citizens Bank Park history as an opposing player.
Right.
He's been balling out for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, that was a great pickup by Clintac.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Great pickup.
The Corey Dickerson pickup I like a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it, this is you guys lost McCutchen in what, June? Ever
Something
since
like that.
then,
They've been just going down.
It's been like a carousel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even like a carousel. It's just as soon as McCutchen went out, just our offense just took a huge dive.
Yeah, once we lost McCutchen,
It just fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, McCutchen, see, the thing about McCutchen is, and a lot of people don't get this, he's an aging player. So, like, on the latter
But he was our best leadoff hitter, though, on our team.
Yeah, for then. But at the same time, it's like at this point in the year, I think he would have fell off.
You think?
Because the way he plays, it's like giving his all 100% of the time.
No, I get that. But at the same time, you're also losing, like, a big-time leader in the locker room as well.
Yeah.
And that I think, was a huge part, especially going past these last couple months where he wasn't there.
Yeah.
I think that hurt us a lot. I think him coming back next year will be a huge boost for us.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, hopefully he stays healthy, and we can see what this team looks like at its full potential.
I think you guys have to go after a stud.
Oh, I think so. I think we have to go after pitchers. We just need a stud pitcher.
You need a pitcher. And you go after Garrett Cole. He's
be
coming
all
off
for
of the Houston Astros. They can't pay everybody. They have Greinke now.
Yeah.
So go after a starting pitcher that could get it done, and maybe Kapler stays one more year. I don't know. Like, personally, like I evaluate managers and talent all the time. I don't think Kapler's terrible.
I don't think he's awful.
I just think he's getting a brunt of the blame because you don't know who else to blame.
Right.
And you put Charlie in the hidden position, and I mean he's been okay.
Yeah.
But like
bring him back.
You can't do it. He'll suffer a stroke within the first 2 weeks. You can't do it. It's too much stress.
Well, I think where he's at in his life too. I think he has no interest. Well, he said too he has no interest in being a manager anymore.
Yeah.
He just wants to sit on his farm.
Parker on Facebook says we haven't given up yet. It's sad though, and I totally agree, Parker.
Yeah. It is sad.
It's just gonna get to the point where like we said, when the Eagles came around, the Eagles are here now, so the Phillies just dropped back down to a distant second place.
Yeah, and the thing
for the city.
The thing that's sad about it is like I'm not even a Phillies fan. I'm a fan of one of the best teams in baseball, the New York Yankees. But the thing about like seeing everyone's reaction around here of the Philadelphia Phillies, it is sad because you thought you had this team that could have competed for the World Series at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was electric when they first played the Braves in April. It was cold out. I was actually at the game. Bryce hit a double and a home run in the same game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, this team is going to be so good.
Started 4-0.
Yeah, yeah, and then all of a sudden it just goes downhill, like out of nowhere.
Gene Segura doesn't run out of ball.
Yep.
McCutchen towards his ACL. And
trying to change direction, yeah.
And then believe it or not, everyone's like, baseball season's over. But let me tell you something. That first week in October when the playoffs are going on,
playoff baseball
it's going to be
is
so upsetting for these fans around here.
Playoff baseball, in my opinion, I don't care what anyone says. It's one
best.
of the best.
No, it's the best.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
There's nothing like playoff baseball.
It's the air. It's the coldness in it.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
One of the best playoff.
The wild card games are amazing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just the whole thing's amazing.
At Yankee Stadium last year, we were playing the A's. I was there. And whenever someone hit a home run, beer would go flying.
Yeah.
It was just nuts. It was a great time.
It's a different atmosphere.
It's a completely different atmosphere.
It's win or go home.
Yeah.
You know, and imagine Philly
and
fans.
You could say that for any, for all 4 major sports. When the postseason comes, it's another notch for fanhood. You know what I mean? I mean, definitely for the Sixers last year. That was good for the city as well. People came crazy games at the Wells Fargo.
The Toronto series.
Yeah, the Toronto series was crazy, especially and what.
Unfortunately, how it ended. But
yeah.
2 years ago, even when the Flyers were in the first round against Pittsburgh, the Wells
still
Fargo
had
was still
playoff.
rocking.
Yeah, right.
Couturier got tripped, but it is what it is. Non-call, what it is.
When the Flyers are good, that place is loud.
It's rocking,
Yeah.
bro.
Loud.
Yep.
Well, the thing is too, like, and that's what I love about Flyers fans. It's one of the biggest fan bases in the NHL, and just even when they're not great,
Yeah.
the place is still nuts. It's still nuts.
Yeah.
I'll say this though: the Flyers are the most consistent team in Philly. So
They have
with,
been.
Yeah.
with making the playoffs and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no,
So-
absolutely.
I don't know though, because the Philadelphia Eagles, to me,
The past 10 years,
they
though.
always got there, but they can never capitalize.
Yeah.
And then in 2017, they finally did it, which was great. But like, the most consistent teams would have had to be the Eagles and the Flyers,
Yeah.
consistently.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But it was just, I want those times back because I'm such a huge Flyers fan.
Dude, I can't wait, bro.
They're on the way. I'm telling you, they're on the way.
Well, now they have a great goaltender. I'm gonna call him great already because I already like what I've seen.
Yeah, I like
Absolutely.
what I've seen
Yeah.
out of them as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As soon as they bring up Morgan Frost,
And he's only 20. He's
It's
only
over.
20 years
Yep.
old.
He's only 20. He can't even drink.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's freaking crazy.
and like I said, when they bring up Morgan Frost,
And he should make the team. He
Who,
should make
Morgan
the team
Frost?
out of camp.
yeah, absolutely he should. No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Morgan Frost doesn't make the team. That's just that's ridiculous.
Sad, yeah.
I think you're gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
Who?
I hope so, man.
Oh, the Flyers.
I hope
yeah,
so.
I think so too.
People are talking about Kate Smith. Like, who gives a shit? Like, move on from it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's about the team. You know, if you don't like the team, get out of here. It's
Yeah,
just,
right.
we don't want to hear it because diehard Flyers fans are always in it. You
Mhm.
know, I know a lot of people don't love hockey, but I love it because it's
I
so
love hockey,
violent. I love the violence and I
Hockey's
love
great.
the nature of it.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know, they shouldn't have taken away fighting. I thought that was stupid,
Yeah,
but you know,
it is what it is.
whatever. You know, it's just a great sport, and I
Oh,
can watch
it's-
it year round.
Oh, it's a phenomenal sport.
Yeah.
And then what do you call it? In a couple months, we'll have Sixers back, which I think everybody's excited about.
Yep, Lakers
So-
back, too. Don't forget them.
Yeah, I mean, I always forget on how you like the Lakers. You know, have you ever?
I know you've told
the
me this
story?
multiple times,
Multiple
but I keep
times.
forgetting.
Do I have to tell it again?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell it one more time.
So growing up, really, basketball wasn't really, like, brought up. My dad was mostly a Flyers and Eagles fan.
Okay.
So, I mean, basketball wasn't really something that, my dad watched. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Wasn't on the television. So, as a little kid, you had the Lakers, Shaq and Kobe, and, was mostly on my television, Saturday night games and stuff like that. So, I just gravitated towards them,
Yeah.
if you want to say. Call me a crumb, but it is what it is.
And plus,
I'ma
they,
stand by
they
it.
did win a lot. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
th-
absolutely.
There's always that one team where someone has to follow up because they win and they're there.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you followed all losers, you'd kill yourself.
Right.
Like, let's just be real. Like, I mean, you'd have to have that one team that wins consistently. It just
Mhm.
lifts you up in life. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one for me is the Yankees, and the one for you is Lakers.
How'd
and-
you become a Yankees fan?
All right,
Just-
so it's funny. I was watching the World Series, Game 2 in 2000.
Mhm.
Mike Piazza was up to bat. Roger
Okay.
Clemens was the pitcher.
Okay.
All right. Roger Clemens throws the ball. Mike Piazza hits a foul ball, and the bat goes back up to Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens takes the broken bat, throws it back at Piazza. Ever since then, I was hooked because I
Right.
just thought that
Okay.
was so badass.
Yeah.
And
That's
and,
amazing.
and then I found out that everyone hated the Yankees,
Mhm.
so I was like, oh, love it.
Yep.
Everyone hates me.
Yeah,
It's great.
absolutely love it.
But I think as far as on my end, I think that's it as far as my end. Ralph, you got anything before we
No,
go?
man, we're good to go.
That's it.
Got anything before we go?
Fly Eagles fly. Hopefully
Yeah.
we don't lose, and hopefully we see a lot of you down at the bowling
guys,
alley
again,
tomorrow.
pin setters tomorrow at 7 to 11 p.m. $20. Get yourself in the door. Food, beer, bowling. It's going to be a great time. All your
Chicken
favorite
strips.
A2D personalities will be there,
Yep.
and some you might not love as much, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of the Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Jake Friel, Kyle Meager, Ralph Delvecchio on the ones and twos, as always, and we'll check you out again on another episode of the Weekly Roundup.